Bologna have taken on Vincenzo Italiano, who's arrived from Fiorentina after making 3 finals and winning none of them. He made 2 Conference League finals and 1 Coppa Italia final.
Yeah.
But he kind of got them consistently qualifying for Europe, and now Bologna have Champions League football, and they've chosen Vincenzo Italiano to replace Thiago Motta, who exceeded all expectations and was the best manager in the league, maybe bar Inzaghi. Yeah.
I think we've discussed over another 2 episodes, even with Lokash, how I think this is a bit of a lateral move for Italiano when you compare Fiorentina and Bologna's successes side by side over the past few years. I think caliber-wise, man for man, so on and so forth. The only thing that separates them is the fact that this season Bologna have Champions League football. I think that's the only difference. However, with that being said, he simply has higher expectations this year, and he has more responsibility. So before taking an even bigger job than Bologna, this is a good step for him to take. And I've really seen him struggle turning defense into attack with teams. Fiorentina last 2 seasons were they weren't a joy to watch in the slightest. Whereas we saw Italiano perform so well with a team like Spezia, where he was giving
to their first ever promotion to Serie A, and he ensured survival as well in the first season.
I just hope to God Italiano isn't a lower tier manager. This is his opportunity to prove us wrong. I know he's made all those finals. I know. But unfortunately, the reality is, unless you get silverware in those, then they're kind of annulled, no? Because at the end of the day, he was finishing 8th place, 7th place with Fiorentina.
I think he's going to a club which is much better managed than Fiorentina. They've got a fantastic sporting director. They've got a fantastic system, healthy finances as well.
I mean, you look at the players that have come up, Calafiori, Zirkzee, Freuler, Orsolini, all these guys that they've gotten their hands on so early on in their careers and were capable of turning them into...
They can pick out bargains, definitely, absolutely.
Whereas Fiorentina and then might as well be laundering money when it comes to the signings that they make, because it's ridiculous. Honestly, some of the weirdest moves I've ever seen.
Who's that really bad Spezia striker? I want him. But yes, I think this is a good opportunity for Italiano. I think he deserves it, because making 3 finals with Fiorentina is not easy. It's not easy at all. And he does play a nice possession-based game, quick passing and movement. The final third has become a problem, and it seems things have gone flat at Fiorentina. Maybe he does need a new environment, a new set of players.
I think so.
If things go flat in the final third again, then we can understand that this is a systemic problem.
Yeah.
And it's an Italiano problem.
And we've seen some of the top managers struggling in spells with very particular teams who are just maybe a bit harder to manage. I think he can do well at Bologna. This is one of the most exciting changes for me, because we have a team that really overperformed. We've had a manager that's shown us that he's good, but has plateaued. Interested to see where they're gonna, how they're gonna take the next step over there.
Interesting to see as well what their objectives and expectations are. Are they aiming for a top 4 finish?
They must be looking to retain Champions League football.
That's tough.
It's tough, especially
but we'll
obviously
see what they do when they get the money.
They're gonna have more money to spend. Again, I don't see them splashing too much cash. I see them sticking to the project. And like that, they could at least maintain European football, not Champions League football.
They have pull now, though, with a season in Champions League, with a squad with gaps in it. You know, if you're a centre-back, you think, if I go there, I can start, I can become the guy. If you're a striker, you think, I can go there, I can become the guy. Because Calafiori and Zirkzee are most definitely leading.